again to Diane Writes, or Diane Actually Writes, welcome to the second week results stream for Game of Tomes Tourney of Tales. My camera is not behaving today. There we go. No. Well, it's the best view we've ever had in the years, I suppose. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, this camera is just bullshit today. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. That'll work. All right. So welcome everybody. James first in the chat as always. Lappin' for life. Hello Satrium. Hello Extreme Psi. Hello Macaro. Good to see you. Definitely use the Force as the Closet Forge comes in, which is awesome. Good to see you. Galacron. Good to see you. Darth Nicholas. I see lots of words by Claw or Paw going on here. Hi Realm. That's awesome. Hello Shadow. Hello Claire. Hi Emily. Everyone's like, I thought the stream ended. Sunny asks, can I claim the words that I wrote before the switch? I was lurking around in Closet Forge's stream, was helping Mom when we switched. Yes. Yes, you can. We're going to do a couple of rule clarifications today because there's been a little confusion. It's pretty normal. It's okay. So we're going to go over a couple of things, and that'll be part of, what we're doing here. Oh, good. Claire put in an application for a panel at Conduit. That's excellent, and thank you very much. And we're going to get a hold of people here sometime in the next couple of weeks, is my guess. And thank you, James, for putting the music links in the chat. That is really useful. Definitely go check out Patty Gertie. I was just so thrilled to find a Game of Thrones theme in Hurdy-Gurdy. I thought that was just the greatest. All right, 486 words for the Moleskins. Song from the Toy Soldiers universe. Kalyatan, I'll have to refund one of those, I think, because I saw your message yesterday. I just did not get enough time to do it, but we will do it today after the announcements, and the results. So Claire's like, lapping for life. I left my ideas around here somewhere. Yeah. Second week is always interesting, right? Because in the second week of Nano, you have people who got a slow start, picking up momentum, and you have people who got out of the gate getting that, middle of the month stymie thing going on, which is normal, and you will pass through it. It is something that is a known phenomenon. As people start to get tired, they run out of the first initial ideas they had. It's okay. It happens. It's expected. It's fine. Hello, Kalyatan. Good to see you too. And hello, Walking Dead lover. This badger has good nummies for fuel later. Eats furiously. I heard, oh my god, was that the bunny ears? I had an epic quest to find these. I don't know if you heard this story, but you'd think during Easter this would not be difficult to find, but it really was. It was amazing. Hi, Dillian. Always a pleasure to have you. Tal is here, coming in with her coffee. Bob is here. Awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome. And Kalyatan says, wasn't sure if you saw yesterday the stream with Shadow Red Fox was very exciting. I love doing interviews, especially when it's about good books, especially with, authors that I really like and people that I really like and respect. So that is great. Sunny says, I've spent the last 2 weeks fitting in any and all words between everything else that I had to do. I have a class that is at the Cat Rambo Academy for Wayward Writers, where I teach how to do that, right? And I do that quite a lot, actually, and it has to do with using my phone, right? So, speaking of which, I forgot to bring my phone in here, so we're going to have to do that in the break, but that's okay. We don't need it until then. All right, so let's start with some issues and rule clarifications that we ran into, right? Okay, so first of all, as per the original Game of Tomes, if you have not written it in a participating stream, it does not count, right? You have to be in a stream. You can put it on Lurk, right? What I often do, I'll even do this. I'll go to the supermarket, Erin's doing the shopping, I'm waiting in the car. I'll sit there, I'll put up my World Anvil page where I'm writing on one window, and then I will put up the stream on chat only on another window. I will make sure to comment so that they know for a fact I'm there and it can be proven that I was there, and then I will write and report my words and go back and forth. So I've had people who were running writing streams that are not participating Game of Tones collection streams run another stream in the background while they're writing on their own stream. However you want to do it, finagle it any way you want, but you must be in a participating stream. If there was not a participating stream happening or you were not in one, the words do not count. This is one of the reasons why we've been trying so hard to cover as much time as we possibly can to have something up and available. I owe tremendous thanks to Pride Ascending for trying to keep an ongoing stream on as much as possible, and also the Closet Forge, who has been running a Stream Raiders sprint lobby for a good part of the day. And if it were not for these guys, there would be a lot less opportunities for you guys to write and contribute to the word counts. And so make sure you say thank you, because they're awesome. They're carrying us right now. Right? Especially since one of the other problems we ran into this week is a lot of people are in the process of getting their COVID shots. And that includes a lot of our streamers, and it is taking them out, right? So there have been a lot of streams, especially in the nighttime and early morning range, by my clock, and I'm in Pacific, right? Which have just not been showing up, right? Or have suddenly taken their stream off the schedule at the last minute. And it's not their fault. They've all gotten a hold of me in some way and explained what was going on. COVID, especially the second one, the second shot knocks you on your ass, apparently. So, okay, right? I get it. And that's normal, right? Things are going to happen. So, again, extra thanks to Pride Ascending and the Closet Forge for, keeping up as much of an ongoing stream as possible. So, that is great. That is really great. I'm going to go back to the comments here at this point. Sunny says, now I'm free, and tomorrow I'm doing a write-a-thon. All the words for 24 hours, or for 12 hours straight. Awesome. We could be in trouble. I'm just saying. Sunny's a molluscan, guys. Just, let me know. Walking Dead Lover says, I do a write-a-thon every day. Very productive. Apparently. We're going to talk about that. Daz is here. Hello, Daz. Always a pleasure to see you. Sunny says, 12 hours of nothing but writing except being mom's caretaker normally, but still. I'm going to do 10-minute sprints with a friend tomorrow. Awesome. That is awesome. That is going to be really cool. Claire says, I get paid and go grocery shopping today, so I'll get a lot more brain food than last time because it was not enough. My blurst sandwich shall return. That's hilarious. Yeah, I see lots of love for Pride and Forge in the chat, which is great. And yes, thank you very much, guys. You're carrying this, and we appreciate it. We really do. Oh, and thanks for the shout out, James. Yeah, I do have a YouTube channel. It has some other stuff on it aside from my VODs, but lately it's all VODs because I've basically totally switched over to Twitch. So if you want to see any back episodes, that's where you can do it. I've also got some stuff in there on, how to Wicca and witchcraft stuff, and some of my music, and, I've got interviews with writers and other writer-related stuff there, and nano-related stuff. Hey, Siobhan, yeah, I hear you've been having a rough time, too. Claire says, I've been fighting an infection of some kind. Definitely not COVID, and probably not a virus. Marshmallow root coffee with clove and cinnamon is really helping. Stomach issues. Yeah, fair enough. I'm insane with writing, says Walking Dead Lover. Yeah, no kidding. You turned up now on my VODs? Awesome, James. I better check my comments then. I rarely check my YouTube comments because I don't get a huge amount of them because I screen them. Yeah. And why do I screen them? A, I'm a girl. And B, I do pagan-related videos. So you'd be amazed at how many people come out of the woodwork and say, have you ever heard of Jesus Christ? No. I was born under a rock. I've never... Spare me. Anyway. Uh, oh dear, take care, madam. I'm going to put you on the tablet and take you with me to do kitty things. That's awesome. Okay, so yes. So that's the first rule clarification. You must be in a participating stream. Okay, the second rule clarification is we don't have any way to recalculate your word counts. This is something that was run into last week. People were entering their total word count, and it was editing, figuring that we had a way to calculate the adjusted total based on whether it was light or heavy edits. And that's reasonable, right? It's a reasonable understanding because we, have been saying whether it's light or heavy edits, but the problem with that is that Moonflower, who has been doing a lot of work on this, doing the counting for us this year, or this time, I guess I can't say this year, right? Would have to individually do the math for all of that, and I just don't think that's reasonable to ask of any particular person. So please do the math yourself, right? Divide when you're doing, okay, you can either calculate by time when you're doing editing or translation, right? And it's 15 words per minute for light edits and 30 words per minute for heavy edits. And or you can calculate by word count, right? And yes, you can switch back and forth between the two. That's something else that somebody asked. Sometimes I do stuff that is more effectively calculated by time because it involves like running a spell checker or switching things around in scenes. Other times the word count is the more effective way to count it. So, and how you do that, again, is light edits. You divide whatever your total word count was by 3 and put that total in the box, right? And if you are doing heavy edits, you divide the word count total you did by 2 and put that result in the box. So just some clarification for the future, right? We had to do a little bit of adjustment with our scores, but the results are still interesting, right? Because we did do the readjustments. Oh, and okay, so another problem that we ran into this week, there were two, just a minute, and I had the first one, blew out my head. Okay, yeah, word counts, streams, calculating. Oh yes, just before we went live today, Walking Dead Lover ran into an error on Pride Ascending stream where she could no longer redeem points for house millies. It said that the limit had been reached. Now, Pride got back in a few minutes and rebooted their stream, and then it worked fine. So maybe there's some hidden limit that Twitch has for the amount of times you can redeem a particular channel point reward during a given stream, and we don't know about it. It's not, there's no limit on Pride's channel, so that's my guess. But if you guys run into that, get a hold of us right away because we have a couple of methods of dealing with that. One is, of course, the stream can be rebooted if needed. The second thing is that go to another stream where somebody is doing points counting and report them there, right? The third thing that you can do is tell me right away, and I can either, well, tell me and Moonflower right away. Moonflower will adjust totals based on a screenshot. That is something they were willing to do, right? And or I can, throw up an emergency sprint lobby if I'm around, so you have a place to report, right? So we can cover that. So either way, don't panic. Just get a hold of myself and Moonflower, and we will figure it out. Okay, so I'm gonna catch up on the chat again briefly before I get too much farther. Yeah, do I recall the blur sandwich? Yes, I do, actually. It was funny. Yeah. Rowan says, has her Star Wars character stuck in her head? We've been playing a Star Wars game, Rowan and I, that we haven't been streaming, and it's been a lot of fun. With some of the people that or win our Toy Soldiers game. Claire says, ooh, there's a hemp seed peanut butter made by my favorite peanut butter brand. That sounds good. Let me know how it is, because that sounds great. Daz says, I have conquered the backlog of work from when my IP broke down for 2 days. Yeah, that sucks, eh? I noticed that you were not around, and I was like, what is going on with Daz? I hope she's okay. So glad to have you back. Sorry you have the backlog. Eli says, I've been having a bad week. I'm expecting I have fallen out of the leaderboard. We'll see. We'll see. But, you know, we have a thing. Lord Galacron says, have you heard the good word from our Lord of Bunnies, Sable Aradia? Yes, I have. His name is Elahera, and I know all about him. Siobhan says, my answer is always, who now? Is he some kind of rock star? I like that too. Closet Forge has compliments for Walking Dead Lover. You've been rocking those words. I am so proud of you. Walking Dead Lover is House Melee's, so that is really awesome. That's great. Realm chimes in with that. You've definitely been working hard, and so glad that we have you in House Melee's. You should be glad. You should be glad. I'm a bit bitter. No, I'm not. Siobhan says, oh crap, I forgot to submit from Tuesday, so those words are going to be in with tonight's. Yes, they will not therefore be counted on this cycle because the sheet cuts off firmly at the end, or 1 hour after my stream ends on Wednesday, is what I remember. And I did not get my count in by that time. Mine was an hour and a half late, so it will count on week 3. Right. It wasn't a huge amount. I'd run 2 streams since then, and because one of them was the interview and one of them was an emergency sprint lobby to fill a gap for 45 minutes in the middle of the night because I was working and didn't want to quit and there was nobody on, right? It's not going to make that much difference to this week's total, so I wasn't worried about it. That was my first redeem of the day at all, says Walking Dead Lover when they ran into it. Yeah, but it could be total for during a given stream as opposed to during a given day, right? And, you know, I don't know, right? So, yeah, and Siobhan says, I can also jump into the stream and submit for you, or anybody can. That's also another option. You can get someone to click the appropriate house word count reward, in your case, Millie's, right? And then put at Walking Dead Lover, whatever words, right? And that's perfectly fine too. It's a common issue, right? It's a common issue because when you are on a phone or tablet, for some reason it limits you to only redeeming a given reward in a stream once. I don't know why it does that, but it's done it to me, and I've had to ask other people to put in the word count for me when I have been on my phone. So it's okay. We can do it. Like, we'll get it done one way or the other. We promise your words will count. We will not leave you out. Right, so Macaro says 97 of 182 done so far. That would be his plant article comments, which I admire you guys so much that you're doing all of that. I wish I could even read all the plant articles that I want to see. That's so cool. I read a really good one by Extreme Sci today, actually, called Digivine. I was like, this is some good stuff. So, yeah. Science fiction-y stuff, which is hard to do in plant articles. So lots of fantasy, not as much science fiction. So I'm always a fan of the science fiction content. So really cool. Did I just say the Canadian A? Yeah, probably. I often do. And hello, Stretch. Good to see you. Awesome. Claire quoting me, House Millie's. That's awesome. That's great. The salt is real. Yeah. Stretch says just tried to watch Love and Monsters on Netflix. Turned it off after about 20 minutes. Supposed to be a comedy, but didn't laugh once. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Walking Dead Lover's like, I keep telling myself sleep is for the weak. Okay, to be fair, and this has nothing to do with anything other than concern for you. Please do not do that to yourself. right? Eventually you will reach a point, and trust me, I know this from experience, where your lack of sleep will catch up to you and your brain will start to put a test pattern over things and you will get nothing done. Please sleep if you can sleep. So, Sunny says, oof, kitty thing's done. Now the question is which cappuccino to do. Ooh, always a good question. Always a good question. Oh, 404, someone changed their world name. Ah, it sucks. Void flower. Aw, that's too bad. Oh, I saw that one. I liked that one. The void flower. That was cool. So I hope that's who, but I don't remember whose article that was. So if you're listening, adjust your URL somehow there. Digivine was pretty cool. Yeah, says Bob. Yeah, oh, I agree. Yeah, Closet Ford says, love the Digivine. Yep, I did too. I thought they were great. Sadria was recalculating the plant stats gathering again. Yep, Emily says, a very nice sciencey one. Yep, very sciencey. Really great. You know, actually, that one's building on an existing technology that I've used in a couple of stories, so it's interesting. Walking Dead Lover says, I went to bed before Pride started streaming again. By the time I woke up today, they were streaming again. Okay, then it was a random Twitch work that I have no explanation for, but if you guys run into it, let me know. And thanks for helping me to try to narrow down what went wrong there. That's helpful. It's a joke. I still get about 6 to 8 hours. Okay. Means you're getting more than me. Good for you. Siobhan knows all about the test pattern. Eli says I should probably decide whether or not I'm shaving my head before my stream, eh? Probably. Sleep, that thing I do really well on the sofa, not so well in bed, says Stretch. Sleep on your sofa then. It ain't gonna hurt anybody. James says, hashtag know your limits on word count. Mine is 313. If I go too much above that, I need a heavy break. Fair enough? Oh, Void Flower is still up. There's another article we've lost earlier today. Boo. Someone made their article private. Don't do that until the challenge is over. Sparkles has found a black hole in his own house, his chair. And Siobhan's like, do it, Eli, shave your head. Okay, so we've got up to chat now. Now we're going to talk about leaderboards. Right? Okay. So, as I promised last time, we now have 2 separate leaderboards because there was what looked like a significant difference between the amount of words that people who were editing were able to churn out versus the people who were writing. I would like to say that this is not borne up in week 2, right? Week 2, we seem to have things leveling out, right? And that's okay, though. I still don't mind having the 2 separate leaderboards. They are separate tasks. For the record, if you're doing translation work, I'll put you in the editing leaderboard, right? Because we don't have a lot of people doing translation work, and it's not fair to make a third one, right? But I will include you. So let's do it. Let's start with our writers, okay? The people who are doing live writing, drafting, as it were. All right, and I'm going to try to remember everybody's house because this was not included in the information that I have. Not that that's a problem. I'm sure I'll get it before I put it up on the article. So, at number 5 for raw writing and drafting, Darth Nicholas of House Millies, leader of House Millies, at 16,073 words. Good job. At number 4, Element Eds, aka Tal, who I believe is House Mollusca, at 17,361 words. At number 3, Amanda Panda Sensei, House Mollusca, at 17,725 words. So that one's really close, Tal. That one's really close. You could be number 3. There's I don't know, a couple hundred words separating you, and that is it, right? At number 2, Purple Heart Writer, House Millies, at 19,732 words. That's our own Natalia Books, for those who don't know. And number one on the leaderboard for drafting raw writers, are you surprised? Walking Dead Lover of House Millies at 39,326 words. I would like to say that Walking Dead Lover is blowing the rest of us out of the water and making us look like amateurs. So well done, guys. That is fantastic. Good job. Yeah, Bob says, I need to be more conscientious in putting my posts in. According to Camp Nano, I completed my 20K for this month's project, but that's on me. Yes. Yes, yes it is. So, yeah, just wait till Nano, says Siobhan. Yeah, that's true. It could be a totally different thing. Siobhan asks, is it possible to be on both leaderboards? No. No, it is not. And the reason why is because I have no way of keeping track of separate word counts for your writing and for your editing. So if you are doing any amount of significant editing at all, you are on the editor's list. You default there, right? I'm doing writing as well as editing. I'm being considered for the editor's list. I'm not being considered for the writer's list. So, sorry, had to have a way to differentiate. Yeah. Claire's like, quantity does not necessarily equal quality. That's very true. Yeah, James says, oh, thank you, Closet Forge. Good job, Xantos. The bunnies, thank you. The Warren appreciates it. Yeah, that's true. Quantity does not necessarily equal quality, but that's not what we're keeping track of here. It's totally fine. And, you know, I'm a slow writer because I am concerned about making sure that it's quality, but I apparently am a fairly fast editor, so that's cool. Lord Galacron bows. You're welcome for the leaderboard stuff. Glad I could help. Yeah, you know, you didn't have to do that because you were going to get the shout out when I was done. But by all means, go ahead and, like, you know, yes. It is worth noting that one of the things we ran into this week, since I am, you know, discussing it here now, is that Moonflower had a shitful week. Things happened and was not able to keep track of the leaderboard stuff for us this time. They still kept track of the points totals, but doing the leaderboard stuff is an entirely different animal. So instead, I said, you know, it's cool. I mean, it happens, right? We're all volunteers. Things happen. Moonflower's been awesome. Darth's really impressed by their accounting system. It's like he said so repeatedly to me. So good work, right? But yeah, so sometimes you need to have someone fill in. Now, if this were any other week this month, I might have been able to just do it, but I was not, because these 3 days here that I'm in the middle of are the busiest days I've had in about 2 years, right? So I was just not able to do it. I messaged Darth and I said, any thoughts, right? Darth said, well, I could probably get Lord Gala to do it as a math assignment. So he asked, and I asked, and Gala kindly said yes, and he did a good job. It's done, and here it is, and it's awesome, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much to Lord Galacron for stepping in at the last minute to help us out. That's really cool. All right, now the leaderboard for editing. This was a bit of a surprise to me, and I'm kind of delighted by it, actually. Number 5. From House Chiroptera, Aaron Ree at 6,968 words. I bet he's as surprised as I was. He always feels like he's just not good at this. Obviously he is, because he churned out 7,000 words and made the leaderboard. So yay to my hubby! Congratulations! Right? At number 4, Eli Quake House Mollusca at 8,116 words. So, no, you did not fall off the leaderboard. You are still maintaining and doing it well. Right? Number 3. This made me happy to see. I wasn't actually surprised. I know what she's capable of. Author Goddess of House Apis at 18,046 words. Good work. Excellent. Number Number 2 of House Lapin, Sablerotia at 22,563, a total that surprised me as much as it did you. It's very interesting, though, because I'm also noticing a discrepancy between the totals that I've got there, Bob, and the total I have on Nano. I think my Nano site says that I have, let me look, I know I've crossed the 40,000 points, so there's something interesting going on. But yeah, okay, according to Nano, I have 53,745 words, and I've been pretty meticulous about turning in my word counts on streams. I go, okay, here's the stream, and then here's Nano. And the only time I don't do that is when I'm like, okay, it's 11:57 p.m., and I've got to make sure I get my words in before midnight at Nano, right? And then I do it the other way around. So I may have missed a couple of things doing that, but I'm not really sure. It's interesting. Okay, but regardless, right, I'm not complaining. I'm number 2 on the leaderboard. I don't have any complaints, you know? And number 1, Guinevere, Guinevere of House Lapin at 23,962 words. So, yay! I did drop, says Eli. Can't say I'm surprised. I've been struggling a bit this week too, and that's fair. Claire says, I've submitted nearly as many edits as writing. Do I still count as a writer? Probably not. You're probably on the editing list now. Yeah. Siobhan suggests maybe some are from the turned in total or unturned in totals streams. That'd be a lot of unturned in totals. I'm not sure that is like I that's a big difference. So I'm not sure what's happening there. We're going to have to look into it, but it's okay. That's still way less than what Emily wrote in challenge comments. Fair enough. Yeah, so something interesting's going on there we're going to have to look into. All right, so, but either way, I think these are probably pretty good. The totals might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the order is about right. From what I've seen, these are the people who have been the most prolific with turning in their totals. So I'm going to stand by it. I'm not second guessing anyone, right? And we'll see what happens in week 3. Let's see now. I've got to catch up a bit on the chat again. Yeah, Tal says, I've done over 30K this month, but I came to Game of Thrones late. Fair enough. Bananas, the original food, comma, says Bob. That's excellent. I'm guessing stat blocks character sheets don't count towards Attorney of Tales. Yes, they do. Aaron has been counting his. I think other people have been working on their Adventure April challenges, have been counting theirs. Count yours. Yes. I would count that as editing as opposed to writing, because you're going to end up with all the original information on the sheet as well. Like you didn't write the word strength, right? But yeah. How do I work that out? I wrote it on Mythweavers. I don't know. My suggestion is take it, copy it, go to wordcounter.net, I think it is. Let me double check that, because there's a website that does this. This is the one that Baron uses. Yes, wordcounter.net is the website, right? And paste it in there and it'll tell you how many words it is. Then count it up probably as light edits. So divide the total by 3 and then enter that. And yeah, if you were doing it in streams, absolutely counts. Oh, James asks, when did this week start? And when does the next one? Okay, so this week started on, let's see here, April 8th, midnight, April 8th UTC, or no, 1 a.m. Midnight UTC is when it, yeah, 1 a.m. April 8th UTC is when it started. and it ends, no, sorry, April 7th. Was it April 8th or April 7th? No, April 7th. April 8th, I was right the first time, okay? And then this week ended at 1 a.m. this morning, UTC. Right, so that I can do the announcements here, right? 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, and then the final week's going to have a couple extra days on it to make sure that everybody has a chance to report in. So, all right. Okay, let's see. Planted Adventure April stats are up to date again, says Satrium. Awesome. I have goose egg most of this week, says Daz. Shakes fist at IP. Yeah. I mean, I've done at least 8 submissions of around 200 words each and only 200 words of light edits. Damn it, says Claire. I don't know, right? Trust Moonflower, right, to know what they're doing. They will do it fairly, right? If you've submitted like one thing of edits and all the rest of it is writing, I'm sure they'll count it as writing. So, Aaron says, I counted it as light editing by time. Okay, so there you go, Stretch. That's how we kept track of it, so you could do that. And thank you for the follow, Burning Nightingale. I did see it. It didn't ding at me for some reason, but I did see it, and welcome to the channel. Awesome. Thank you for your support. Okay, you guys ready for the house results as of week 2? This one I'm certain of, right? Because this just automatically does it in a spreadsheet, and that is what it does. Okay. All right. So, we've had some shifts of position this week, and I think you can probably guess where some of them have been by some of the results that have come in, right? The leaderboard actually does give you a bit of a cue, so it's interesting. Okay. In 6th place, House Chiroptera, 39,319. In 5th place, House Avis, 57,508. In 4th place, House Apis, 65,130. I would like to note that that is a significant turnaround from last week, right? Like they're catching up a bit, and that's great. That's really cool. In 3rd place, House Millies, 223,214. And I would like to point out that actually House Millies put in more than House Lapin this week and almost as much as House Mollusca. They're catching up fast. Bonnies, you got to keep an eye on these guys. The Badgers are kicking our butts here. In 2nd place, House Lapin, 260,164. And yes, that means that House Mollusca surpassed us and are in 1st place at 266,805 words, or equivalent, right? Which means our current running total of words achieved is 962,767. Way to go, guys. We're just shy of 1 million words at week 2. You've done awesome. I'm really, really impressed with some of the stuff. Like Walking Dead Lover has just been kicking ass and taking names. Gwen has also been kicking ass and taking names. I was really impressed by Author Goddess's total because I know that she's had a bit of a shit show going on in her life in week 1. So week 2, I mean, like, she's probably gonna I expect that House Apis might have a shot at third place next week. It could be interesting, and just because of her, it's pretty impressive. Oh yes, minor houses, guys. I almost forgot. Oh, and thank you for the bunny words, Masadis. Much appreciated. All right, so minor houses. Of Apus's 65,000 rough words, House Tiki has put in 20,290, so that's excellent. That's like a little less than a third of their total. For the Molluskins, House Sauropoda has put in 20,767 words, which is also awesome. That is about a little less than 10% of their total. And House Keapare, oh, who the heck were they serving? I forgot. Uh, Bats, I think? Were they serving the Chiropterans? I'm sorry, my brain just had a skip there. I will look at the web page. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Sorry for the delay, because my brain. Yes, they are serving the bats. I did read correctly. So House Keapare has put in 9,570 words, which is about 20%, I'd say, of the total of House Chiroptera. So good job, guys. We're going to just look at my chat. Yeah, but when I did look at my chat, nobody had said it yet, because apparently there's some lag. So I had to look. The last word I had was Tal sending a chuckle to Eli. So, sorry. But, yeah. I got Eli making all kinds of squiddy images in the chat, which is great. Claire says, hopefully they get caught up in all those tentacles, as is their infamous habit. Mollusca tends to be the one to beat. And it's largely because they have more writers than anybody else, right? They also tend to have like a couple of really strong writers, right? So it's a thing, you know, and the rest of us are just going to have to step it up if we want to catch them. That's just the way it is. That's the game. Yeah, all right. How do you enter about 3 hours of light edits then, says DM Stretch. Okay, so you take the total number of minutes, right? So that would be what? 60 times 3, 360 minutes, right? Got that right? Yeah. 320. Ah, my brain today. I'm so embarrassed by my math capabilities today. Okay. So you take that number, you multiply it by 15 because each minute counts as 15 words. 180 minutes. Okay, so thank you. I knew I was doing something wrong there, Bob. Okay, yeah, all right. I was like, no, that sounds like too much. Okay, whatever. I'm tired. So you multiply 180 by 15, put that total in the box, and click on whatever house you're supporting. Put that total in the chat window that appears there for redeeming the word count, and type in whatever that total is, which I think someone calculated at 2,700 words, 2,700 light edits. It's important we know you're editing, so we know that if you end up on the leaderboard, which leaderboard you end up on, right? There. So, yeah, good opportunity to demonstrate how that has been working. Also, if you're spending a fair bit of time lurking in a chat, do me a favor, especially in the long streams, guys. Yay! House Lappin! Thank you very much for donating those words to the bunnies. We are pleased and honored to have the Varangian support. That is really cool. Thank you, Stretch. Yay! The Warren thanks you. Yeah, that's good work. But if you're editing for a long time and you're kind of lurking in the chat, do me a favor, just occasionally go, hi, I'm here, just so you know, right? And then that way we know for a fact you're there, right? Because of the rule about you have to be in a stream, right? It's just good for transparency for everybody all around. But otherwise, yeah, lurk in the streams as long as you want. We're trying to have someone available as much as we possibly can. Like, I was not going to promise 24 hours this time because that was exhausting last time, but people have been doing a good job. Hi, I'm here. Thank you, Stretch. That's great. It's cool. All right, gang, that is the results for this week. The next results stream will be next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, or shall I say same bunny time, same bunny channel. We will be live at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. GMT on the next Thursday of the month, which is, according to my thing, just making sure, the 22nd. Right? And that is where we will do the week 3 results. Week 4 will be done on the 1st, like it'll be Right with Aaron and Diane on Saturday, the 1st of May at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. GMT. As when we will do the final results. And keep writing, guys. You're all doing so great. I've been so impressed by people's enthusiasm and encouragement for each other and all the work that people have been doing. It's just, it doesn't, I really love the fact that I can just log on Twitch any time of day or night, and there is somebody up who is got, some stream going, and there are people writing in it. So there's people to chat with and hang out with and write with, and that is amazing. So, yeah. All right, so Extreme Sai says, just for amusement, I totaled all my written words at work in the past 2 weeks, and I'm at 107 pages and 33,000 words. Even my day job doesn't compete with y'all. Awesome. Did you make sure if you're registered at the Nano Self to give yourself, or at the Nano site to give yourself writing incognito badge? Because that's the thing. If you're secretly writing at work when you should be doing something else, or at school, you get a badge for that. You can assign it to yourself. Great. So James says, hi, I'm here, but I'm not writing or editing. I know you're here, James. It's cool. You're funny. You guys are great. Eli says, I need to update Nano. I'm actually at 90K or something. Wow, that's great. Sunny's like, words, so many of them. Yeah, no kidding. Satrian says, just want to mention the whole plant challenge had about 200,000 words. Tourney of Tomes is 5 times that right now. Wow, guys. Like, wow. Good work. Walking Dead Lover was the words leader for writing. They were the writer leader. So, I don't know what Daz was saying too. This is a reporting stream, right? You may have noticed a couple people are reporting, so... Stretch says, so I'm finally officially back on it after too long a break. Okay, if you want to know who the reporting streams are, if that's a matter of we're confused, and awesome, Stretch, glad to have you back. But okay, if you want to know who the reporting streams are, go to the Game of Tomes, Tourney of Tales webpage, which is here. That also contains the complete rules if there is confusion, right? Go to the sidebar, scroll down, you'll see an interactive table by the World Anvil Designs. It'll have a red banner or like border at the top, and then the cells will be white. That is the list of all the people who have signed up to participate. If they're not on that list, and I better double check to make sure that I got Lon on that list, because I'm not sure I did. But if they're not on that list, they're not a reporting stream. Another thing, by the way, yes, we are doing this again for July. We've already had questions about that. There's no reason not to, and I'd love it. Yes, summer camp will be going on at the same time. Yes, your summer camp words will count towards Game of Tomes. Yes, I will be doing exactly that. And registration for that, if you want to be a reporting stream for that, will open on May the 2nd. Right? We're not going to delay much between registration opening this time, because we've become aware that there's a lot of people out there who wanted to get involved in November and wanted to get involved this time, but because everything was kind of last minute, they didn't get the word in time and they did not get to sign up. So we're going to be opening registration on the 2nd of May, right? And that's registration for Camp Nano in July. And then I do believe probably on August the 2nd, right? So these are the days after the last report, the final results stream for whatever contest we're in, right? We're going to open the registration for the official Game of Tomes in November, right? Just to make sure we have maximum time to reach everybody. So if you didn't get in this time and you want to do it in the future, we hear you, and we would like to have you. The more the merrier, the more easily the schedule is covered. Come on. Well, we'd love to have you. So, yes. Bob asks, how did Aaron get on with his GPU replacement? Okay, so he had to replace the whole fucking computer. We didn't really have the money for it, but we had to buy it anyway because he has to have a computer because his motherboard crashed as well as his video card. So, yay. Am I happy about this? No. Was the mood around here good for a few days? No. Did you guys hear about any of it? No. Because, other than Aaron was down. But he's back up now. He has the new computer. It's running. I understand he set up Twitch. So we're good to go. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I love Hero Forge there, DM Stretch. He says he was having some fun in Hero Forge earlier doing the portrait for this BBG character. Awesome. Claire. Sable, I'm so impressed with you. Also Sable, list Lapanite qualities. Well, yeah. It's cool. Yeah, I gotta cheer on my house. It's my obligation. It's what I sign up to do as part of being a house leader. That's part of my duty. But I'm also cheering all of you on, right? Because I don't really care what house you choose to serve. Do it for whatever reason you want. I care that you're here and playing with me. That's what I care about. I'm glad you guys are here, and I'll joke, especially during November, about damn fish, but no, I don't mean it. Not at all. I'm just glad you're here. I've not done that. I probably should since Yeah. Yeah, and Walking Dead Lover says I had 39,326 as leader. That's awesome. Yep, writing. Uh-huh. I know. That was my response too. Claire's like, damn. Yep, that was my response too. It's going to be a new world in November. We're going to have a top contender here. Just, yeah. Oh, Daz's comments regarding World Anvil streams. Okay. All right. The Queen of the Bats put in 900 words for the colony. Good job. Excellent. I am in for summer camp. Yes, and that's true. Cayutan points out that summer camp will be the ASC's first birthday. That is true. I had not thought of that, but you're right. I should probably mention that to the officers and see if we can come up with some kind of birthday thing to do. That would be fun. Oh, and thank you for the 6 bits of hugs. Yay! Thank you. Just mark House Sarapata as participant now, and my streams are reporting streams. Bob's like, I'm in! That's it! Just sign me up! That's how I feel about it. Okay, 100% House Sarapata will automatically be admitted, along with the major house leaders who are automatically admitted. Eli's going to make House Incendium for summer camp. Awesome. Is there a kitty house? Not currently, but there could be. Masadi's, there could be. And, kitties and bunnies are reportedly related, so, you could still be part of bunnies. It'd be fun. Does he have a cool new computer now? Yes. Yes, he does. It is a cool new computer. He did need it. It was something that was required. I'm not begrudging it, other than the timing was inconvenient, that's all. Yep. Walking Dead Lover says, you'd be surprised about how much math I've done to know how many words I'll have to do during the day to equal my word goal for the week. Good for you. I'm like, no. Sunny says, I hope to one day be affiliated on Twitch so that I can help the word claiming. Yeah, I hope so too. So, like, you know what you need to do is get streaming and get involved with the communities, like on the Twitch Writers Network, for example. I don't think you do World Anvil, but I know you, or do you? But I know for a fact you do For the Words and you do writing. So, you know, get involved with the community, and the community will come support you, right? Stream often enough to make the requirements, and in that process, you will probably pick up enough followers to make the requirements too. I will certainly shout you out. You're part of the community. I want to see you stream. Let's do it. All right, Satrim's off to bed. Thanks for the bit, Stretch. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. It finally dinged at me. I do not understand what Siobhan said there loosely, other than I think she's back on the job for streaming. So during those slots, or whenever Siobhan chooses, if it would cross schedule something that we already have scheduled and it's one of those late night slots, we're happy to just clear out and make room for Siobhan. We already said we were going to do that. So, you know, keep your eye on the schedule for updates. I love all the Easter emotes. See, the pirate sable in the basket is great, because I'm like, all right, it's absolutely proven I am going to hell in a handbasket. It's awesome. And the, you know, skull and crossbones of the raid flag with bunny ears is like on point. Right. Also, the flowers on the writing is a good idea, and we're gonna get on with that in a few minutes here. We need a kitty house, says Masadi. You were streaming for a while. Yeah, I never did catch your streams, I don't think, but get out there, I'll support you. Ah, good job, Sunny. I'm the groan is, you know. Yes, the pod has put in 908 molluscan words. Thank you, Sunny. That's great. Stretch says, let's face it, the Varangians couldn't pledge their loyalty to anyone but Lapin. The house may have fallen in the Game of Tomes, but the leaders still lived. Lapin is rebuilt once more. Yas! High fives! Furwise says, House Felis would be a cat house. Of course, you do realize that the cat house jokes are going to start, right? I'm just saying, but that's cool. I actually, yes, House Felis would be the logical name, I think. It's very cool if you're maintaining the pattern. Extreme Size says, I just finished my workday. I'm going to take a break. I'll see you later. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Sunny has the followers, just needs to get the streaming time. Get the streaming time. Get your affiliate. Get it by November for sure, right? Because you would be amazed at how many people flooded into this channel during November. Even now with the toned down version, there are a lot of people who I haven't seen before, and welcome, and you know, and welcome back if you haven't been in a while, right? Because that's awesome. And then through that, everybody gets connected to the other writers who are doing it, and that's great, because then we're building the community and we're all supporting one another, and that's what I'm here for, guys. So, oh, Sunny's got 60 followers when, working headset. I hear ya. That is a bunny cannon. Siobhan, that is a bunny cannon. That is ridiculous. I love it. Oh, Cat House is the name of Furwise's Discord. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, hey, you know, yes, that brings me up to another point. People were asking, if you are not a Twitch streamer, can you start a minor house? I don't think so. I tried it a couple of times in November, and it did not seem to work out very well. Coffee Quills suggested that maybe if somebody was really active on a particular social media account and led, you know, streams there, or like, you know, writing activities there, like on their Instagram or their Twitter or their Facebook or whatever, and held like write-ins on social media, that might be a way to do it. I'm open to the possibilities, guys. I hate saying no about anything because I'm all about maximum fun, minimum bullshit, right? So I don't want to discourage anybody from being enthusiastic and participating. But remember that the duty of a house leader, whether you're a minor or major house leader, is to encourage the people who choose to serve your house and be a good example for them, right? So you kind of got to lead activities. If you can find a way to do that and you're not a Twitch streamer, I'm willing to try it. Let's give it a shot, right? Yeah. House cute fuzzy fur ball with pointy toes. That's right. Madam Claire says I'd have to make a house cosmic eventually. That's cool. Let's see. Gotta get gonna get the headset, but can't do it this weekend. Rodeo weekend, so my normal ride is busy. Fair enough. Are we already doing rodeos? That's cool. We have like a couple of local rodeos around here. Is now a good time to start streaming writing streams? The earlier the better, because if you want to get in on July or November, you need to build up enough followers that you can reach, and streaming time that you can reach Twitch affiliate, right? So that would be 50 followers, and I don't remember the amount of time you have to spend on there, but it's like, I don't know. Somebody will tell me, they'll know. But yeah, that builds up both, so you'll have the opportunity. Motto of House Fearless. Meow. Just meow. I like that, Bob. That's great. Ah. Yeah. Tell says, I knew there was a writing community on Twitch, but it's a lot bigger than I ever thought. Me too. I was very surprised to discover it. I've been on maternity leave for a few months, so I feel like I missed an explosion of writers and authors on Twitch. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm not affiliate, but I do stream. I just can't run collections. Then I can't put you on the collection list until you get your affiliate. But if you do get your affiliate, and I'll be happy to support you doing that, Claire, that would be awesome. Then, yeah. Cayutan, house slapping motto, maximum fun, minimum bullshit. Oh, I try. Well, like I said, Walking Dead lover, if you do want to revive your minor house, approach me about something you can do on social media if you're not doing streaming, and we'll talk, right? Good night, Emily. See you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Furwise says, will sign up for July be announced in the 100 Hours Discord. I'm not on the 100 Hours Discord, so probably not. It will be announced on the Twitch Writers Network Discord, and it will be announced on the World Anvil streamer channels, right? And my Discord, which is here, if you would care to join that. You don't have to, but it's there. A lot of us are meeting there to talk about the Game of Tones, so you're welcome to. I don't know. Do you know if any of the other major house leaders are on the 100 Hours Discord? Coffee probably is. If they are, I will ask them to announce it there. So, yeah. Motto of House Cosmic. What story will you write? I love it. That's cool. Claire had some great thoughts about the Game of Tones universe for those of you who do play stuff. So, or role play stuff. 8 hours, 7 days, average 3 viewers. That's what you need for affiliate. Wow, that is less than I thought, and that's great. I wonder where I got 75 hours from, says Hal. Bob's lurking because he's probably going back to writing. Furwise is on the World Anvil Discord. That's cool. Okay. Okay, Sunny's more clear. Affiliate needs 500 minutes in the last 30 days, minimum of 50 followers, minimum of 3 concurrent viewers over the 30 days, and a minimum of 7 or more unique broadcast days in the last 30, which actually is not as hard to reach as you might think. Okay, I'm going to try streaming writers, says Claire. Good job. That's great. You're not a major house leader. Okay, Eli says, I'm not a major house leader, but I'm on the OHOW Discord. Okay. In that case, I will probably ping you and tell you to share the link, if that's okay, if you don't mind taking that on when it's announced. So, the average 3 viewers you're struggling with. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Feel free to link your Twitch account with my Discord server, Claire, and then it will announce whenever you go live in the Going Live channel. And if it doesn't, and you don't want to do that, announce it in the Going Live channel. And I assure you, you will pick up enough to get the 3-hour average viewers within a very short time, because there are a lot of Twitch people there. It's where most of the community comes from. So, Texas says something that I just skipped past because the there we go. I'm struggling with getting the minimum concurrent viewers. I can only offer my Discord as a place to announce, but by all means, please do. I'll put the link again if you want. I'm quite well, I'm quite happy to get people involved, right? So if you use World Anvil, then you can get on their streamer list, and then that is a much faster way to get attention than my Discord, but it's an option. Oh, Moonflower says, Texas, no wonder I thought you haven't streamed for a while. I forgot to follow. Well, I'm going to go look at that too. Put your link in the chat so that people can go follow you. Do it. Go do it right now. Then we will go do that. Anybody who wants to encourage more followers, you already have a Twitch channel, you want to get affiliate or whatever, put your link, guys. If you're a writing streamer, I want to know where you are anyway, right? So, boo, Sonny. Wow, there were 3 other streamers in writers category at the same time as you. We really hijacked the category. Yeah, technically the writers category is for an independent game. We stole it. Okay, busy path not on the stream. Oh, hi, Greg. Greg says, I wanted to say a huge thank you for your support the other day. You were very generous and I appreciate it. Well, you're so valuable and wonderful in the community, and you do so many things to encourage and support other people that other people really need to come and support you, right? The people who support the community cannot survive if the community will not support them, right? Greg got laid off, right? And that sucks. And COVID is bullshit. This is his Ko-Fi. I would encourage you to go throw him a couple bucks, if you can. I realize everybody's got hard times right now, and, nobody's asking you to do anything. He's obviously not asking, but I'm asking for him because he's awesome and he deserves our support. So, do it. If you can. If you can. Right? Okay, Eli's going to do the head shave. Woot! See you in about 45. All right, so Texas made their link. Great. Siobhan put their link up too. Probably a lot of the people here are already following you, because I know that I get a lot of, from the channels that your followers follow, right? You're often on that list. But yes, go follow Siobhan. She's just getting things back up and running after a period of not streaming. Right, she is the leader of House Chiroptera and is, Game of Thrones never would have happened without her. Give her support. Sunny will do it once she has a headset. Yes, that's totally cool, and I'll still be here. And come and drop the link. I don't have a link jail. Just even highlight it and say, Sable, you said I could drop the link, so I'm dropping it, right? And then that way I can draw attention to it. Right. Yeah, Sunny says, for now, I'm happily getting back into watching the lovelies of the writing life. Me too. Okay, Claire is revamping their channel. Drop your link. Let's check it out. Absolutely. You definitely use a shout out, no problem. Masadi's is not back up and running yet, but the plan is to be so by the end of this month. Excellent. So we'll have you active for summer camp. That's awesome. And Pride Ascending says, hopefully mid-May, I'll be streaming actual content instead of just spread lobbies. That's awesome, too. Okay, guys, it is 20 after 3. I'm kind of over time for the announcement stuff. I'm going to put up the first break. As always, feel free to use it as a sprint timer. I certainly will when I get back from my bio. For those of you who are just here for the results, the rest of the stream is going to be writing sprints. You're welcome to join us. It is all a reporting stream for the Tourney of Tales. But if you have other places to be, I understand, and thank you for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. And I will see you guys in a few minutes. I am back and working in the background. You probably are just experiencing some buffering right now. You know, it occurs to me that leaderboard could have just been the second week results. That might have been what was going on there, rather than the grand total so far, which is my fault for not being clear. Well, good night, James. Sleep well. Good night, Kayetan. You sleep well, too. 554 Lapin words for Shadow Malachi. Good job. The Warren thanks you. And 146 words for House Lapin from Masadi's. Thank you. Yay. Alright, and that's the sprint. I'm leaving up the chat timer break screen here in the meantime so that I don't interrupt the rhythm of things. Don't forget to put in your word counts if you're sprinting. I did nothing because I was doing other things in the background. Also, I'm trying not to switch off of my Twitch Studio too much because I've noticed that when I try to switch back and forth between it and Chrome, it creates buffering and sometimes loses the stream, so I figured I'd start in after this break. I have coffee. It is warm. It is good. My throat's a little sore today. Rowan says there, character journal updated. Might be done, might not. Mel is Anathlia bad in my headspace at the moment. It's kind of nice and kind of annoying because weak between games. Yeah, I hear ya. Rowan had a favorite character, Anathlia, who's actually linked to the Toy Soldier saga later on, right? Who was really kind of, she really did some amazing stuff with roleplay, and it's largely because the character's perspective was very, you know, like she was really in the character's brain. So, need to figure out a non-stream timer. It helps. A lot of people use, I don't know, ask different people what they use. Darth Nicholas created one that he can probably give you a download link for if he's still in the chat. He made variants of it for me. That's what I'm using. There's also, I mean, there's the tree one that Coffee uses. There's another Pomodoro related one that Isaac uses. Snaz. Thanks there, Greg. Actually, I was going to check into that myself because my timer's starting to have hang-up moments, and it's largely because my, you know, Twitch Studio and Chrome are not getting along, right? So I've been thinking about switching timers, so I'll check it out. Stretch says, found an issue with World Anvil's Pathfinder character sheets. Can't seem to get the dice roller right if they have more than one attack. Ah, interesting. Okay. I guess that'd be a bug report, eh? Oh, thank you, Moon. Moon is PMing me the link to Snaz. Okay, I will check that out after my stream, and maybe I will do some reconfiguring. Furwise. No, it's Fur Wiser, actually. I'm sorry, I'm just blind. Because I don't have my glasses on yet, because I was not doing the writing part of the stream. I was doing the announcements part, so I'll put the glasses on. There we go. Ugh. And they're dirty, of course. How do they get so dirty in the case? That's what I want to know. Okay, Furwiser says, I've been trying to write my own timer. I have it basically fleshed out, trying to add more automation. Let me know when you get it running. Greg says, I really like Snaz as it's independent of OBS. It only skips if OBS lags. That's cool. Good to know. I will definitely check it out for sure. It's more whiz than wiser? Fur Whizzer. Okay. I thought it was a pun. Yeah, always blame the cats. Somehow, yes, I think you're probably right. Alright. Dragon of Productivity is going to growl. It's what my late grandma called the cat. That's hilarious. Alright. And theoretically, we're getting back to work right now, if we don't have major lag. Oops, we cannot see that screen. Bye! Didn't realize it's still that screen. Oopsie! Okay. This is what I was working on. See, this is the kind of notes I leave for myself. This paragraph is nice, but stupid. Sunrise takes a few minutes when you're in orbit. Figure out how to fix it. Alright, let's start with the punctuation, as I always do. Alright. Eli says I'm semi-back. I'm taking a break from shaving my hair off because I may have picked myself a few times. Ouch! Siobhan says, you should have done it on a stream. Well, it would get attention. Sunny says, and a cat is all snuggly up against me since I was messing around with my Streamlabs. Might switch. And that's a fact. Eli says, to be entirely fair, I can't see the back of my head, and even electronic razors are sharp. There's always a little place just where your head attaches to your neck there, too, where there's folds of skin. And we all have them. And that's a good place for things to catch. Sounds like my mother's being a bit of a pain today. I wonder if she's okay. I'll ask in the next break. Oh, that was interesting. Ah, a scam. $392 words for House Mollusca from Tal. Good job. Thanks, Tal. And that is also bullshit. Huh. Okay. My brain. The sun is red. Would sunrise look like with our red sun? There. Let's try this. I think Arcturus is a red star, isn't it? Red giant. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, poo, I can't watch that right now. Because that would be showing copyrighted content, I think. So I guess I'll show that in the next break. Watch it. Nice, Tal. Tal says, because of the time difference, my words of the day count in nano is always off, so I can't track my daily word count there. Legit. Today is the first time I've remembered to mark where I began at the start of the day, and considering it's not even 9 a.m., I've done fairly well, considering all 3 kids are at home today. 1.1K so far. Awesome. Well, this is useful. I'm marking this page. I might use this information, actually. Awesome, Rowan. That would be very cool. Huh. What Rowan is talking about there is that in our game, which I'm, kind of using, like, there was a lot of stuff that came from RPG gaming that formed the skeleton of the Toy Soldier saga, right? And her character, Anathlia, was having a romantic relationship with Shandar, and I had compiled an Esperar dictionary because we were using Forgotten Realms Elvish. That's the kind of nerd I am. And we were writing poetry in Elvish. So, in Esperar. I may have to transcribe it to my Elvish, but it would certainly be something cool for my patrons, and it would definitely be RPG content that they would be able to enjoy. Crashing pirate ships. Awesome. Tal says, apparently the two pirate ships in the lounge room have crashed together. I love my kids' imaginations, but I really hope the ships didn't do too much damage to their surroundings. No kidding. Okay. And this is sunrise, so I have to adapt it. Because I doubt it would stay that gold all day. Probably the sky would be violet colored, eh? And that's the sprint. Don't forget to put in your word counts, gang. Makara says, okay, 73 articles left. That should take me about 6 to 7 hours to read in the next 2 days. I'm off to bed. Good night. Sleep well, Makaro. Thanks for joining me today. Always fun to have you. Yeah, I'm going to put in my word count when I'm done the chapter. This is kind of what I've been doing. 225 light edits for House Lapin. Good job. Excellent. Way to go, DM Stretch. Yay. Yeah, so this is dawn, right? So, I mean, this is kind of what, for comparison of Earth, we're looking at, see the blue coming through there. It's kind of a greenish. So this is supposed to be basically an Earth-like sunrise. So this is much redder, but I don't know if it would be... I mean, like, it's not going to stay that red, 764 light edits for the bats from the Queen herself. Good job. Yeah, I think it'd have to be purple. I'm gonna run with that. Wrong thing. Well, I needed this page anyway, I suppose. 7 words for House Lapin from Masadi's. 7 words you didn't have before. Good job. That is perfectly cool. Okay, good night, Siobhan. Have a good sleep. You know, get some rest so you don't have a headache. That's not good. Stretch says, okay, why did a character always on the run not have any ranks in Escape Artist? Just corrected that one. Fair enough. Moonflower says, I'm now pissed off at Scrivener. Uh-oh, what's going wrong there? That's Get Back to Work growl from the Dragon of Productivity. Moon says, I pressed tab to indent the list once more. Apparently list indentation is at 7 inches and I can't figure out how to change it. I'm sure there must be settings there, Gala, but maybe they're hard to find. It faded at the start of the first dog watch into... Oh, that's annoying. There are settings, but I can't find this one. That is bullshit. Into rich. I'm actually very anal about what my writing system looks like when I'm working on it. I really am kind of, and it bothers me if it doesn't look right. So I totally get you. Same, and Scrivener's new window thingy isn't playing nice with me. Blah! There's now a fixed width editor and a non-fixed width editor. I wish I could help, but I don't use Scrivener and never have, so I have no information for you, I'm afraid. If anybody else is more familiar with the new Scrivener, if you could help Moon out, that would be awesome. Brand new update came out days ago. It's great for people who need it. Not for me, though. Fair enough. Excuse me. I found out what's wrong. The only issue is it's not letting me change it. Okay. I think that fixed it. Now I've adapted it for A, the fact that when you're moving through the upper atmosphere, sunrise happens more quickly, and B, it's not a yellow sun. So, okay. So, how long was I working on that one paragraph? I think I was at that for a good, what? Well, almost 2 sprints, right? A sprint and a half, anyway. Yeah, okay. Sprint and a half, so. Plus, I was working on it during the break, so. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So we'll count that as light edits for time, and I won't count the first paragraph when I do up the total for the chapter. Let's see. Say that. We'll call that about 10 to 4. And we'll end it at 10 after 4, right? There we go. Eli says, I'm back from my haircut adventure, which went mostly smoothly. As long as you disregard the 3 scabs and the 2 patches, I managed to mix entirely. Yeah, shaving your head is harder than you think. I know because Jamie shaves his head, right? So, does it in the shower. He's pretty practiced with it now, but, you know. If you're not practiced with it, that little bit where your head connects to your neck, with the folds in the skin there, and get caught, and it's easy to miss a spot. That's a pain. I've seen it. Alright. Okay, see you in a few, Sonny. Yeah, Bacon, I'm coming over. Just so you know. Eli says, I'm out of practice. I haven't shaved my head in almost 2 years. Well, yeah, that'll be that's an issue. Bacon on veggie burgers? Glong, glong. I'm coming over. That's it. Actually, I think I meant to be in it there. Alright, Stretch says, okay, that's the character sheet now on World Anvil. Awesome. Moonflower says, I found the actual problem. I copy-pasted the template from Scrivener 1, and the formatting isn't compatible with Scrivener 3, so it's all wonky. Unfortunately, that means I have to retype all 9K-ish characters. That is utter bullshit. I just have to say. Bullshit. Alright, Claire's gonna stream. That's great. Claire says, well, it's been what feels like an eternity, but I think I'm gonna stream. I'm so nervous. Sorry for the advertising. No, it's fine. That's cool. We want to hear about it. Moon says, it's not their fault. It's actually mine, is it? That is annoying. It's even worse when you can't blame other people. Gah! I customized the formatting to the point where Scrivener 1 hardly handled it. Like, I went a little crazy. Okay. That's a sprint. Okay, why I'm going gah is because I've got this throwaway line here and I haven't written a scene. We've heard word of your victory over the pirates. I'm wondering, should I write that scene? I mean, it really isn't important. Other than it, you know, would display how even orcs that don't necessarily like each other can get along and work together professionally, right? So, I mean, there's some use for it, but sorry, I guess it must be really dry in here. 26 words for House Lappin'. Good job, Masades. Thank you. The Warren thanks you. I mean, like, I do so many space fights, you know? I don't want them to become routine. And it wouldn't be an important fight. So I'm wondering if I should just delete the line. Or if I should actually do the fight. I mean, it does go to character and to setting. So, Moonflower says, yeah, geez, did I break it. Oh, dear. You know what my suggestion is? Rather than retyping the whole thing, copy the thing from the original, put it in a notepad document, which strips out all the formatting anyway, and then paste it into your new Scrivener. And then at least you don't have to delete anything. I mean, you have to put it back, but... Oh, Jesus! The stuff I did ended up making my text files render as images. Well, that's not gonna work, for sure. What do you guys think? Should I write the scene or not? I know there's 18 of you in here. Somebody's got an opinion. Because I'm like, I don't know. Don't forget to throw in your word counts, guys, if you were using the sprint. Gala says write the scene. Okay. More words! Yeah, but I don't really need it for the story. Remember, this is the editing stage. Moon says do the thing. Okay, fine. Thank you. I'll write the scene. Fuck. I did not want to, but I will. Alright. That's true. It is more words to count. here we go. I will... That's true. That's true. Okay, I'll write the scene. Okay. Alright, that's the Dragon of Productivity saying get back to work. Not that people stopped much. I mean, that was a pretty quiet break. But there you go. The sacrifices of words are being demanded. Okay, so we need to change this. This needs to happen between this date and that date. So let's see, third month, 356. It's easier to keep track of work dates than it is elf dates. Third month, 356. This is Buck Moon. And that's Corn Moon, which means it's been about 2 weeks. They've gone by there. 75 words of light edits from House Lappin from the Varangians. Excellent. Good work, Stretch. I find this very amusing. I said, there's 18 of you in here, somebody has an opinion, and 2 of you disappeared. It's very funny. I like it. Okay. Okay, so this, and then, what is this? Seventh month, and this was third month, so I got 4 months worth of stuff. Well, then I guess I can't do it in that order, can I? This one has to go first. I mean, I don't have to tell the story in that order, but it gets confusing. Alright, 1,246 words for House Millies from Walking Dead Lover, who is, like, kicking ass and taking names. Good work. That's great. I'm very proud of you. You were really doing some amazing work there. Alright, so this will have to be, I don't know, halfway through the period, right? So we're going to want third, fourth, we'll say early 5th month. And conversion. Alright, so the alimony date, we'll say it's the 5th day of the 5th month. I did say, no, that's it, wrong way. Okay, 5th day, 5th month. 357, 356. Wait a minute. Am I changing years here? No, it's still 356. I just got confused. Okay. Eli says, I have opened my document. This counts as progress. Yes? Yes, it does. Walking Dead Lover says, smirks at the word count she aims for this week. I plan on decimating everyone from my house this week. Well, you're certainly on the way. Alright, so 5th month. Yeah, I was right about the date. Okay, so 356. Harvest Moon, 5047. Alright, good stuff. You have no idea, says Walking Dead Lover. She's like, I'm gonna kill all of you. She's like, I'm going to kill all of you. In this nice, cheery voice. It's great. Well, certainly she's a damn tempest this week. That's amazing. Alright. Taking advantage of her husband's absence. Nope, that's... Okay. Pirate fighting scene. I think I'm gonna count another 15 minutes worth of edits, though, because it's not like I haven't been working here. It's only fair. Okay. So I'll do that raise from 225. Yeah. Walking Dead Lover says, I won't say on stream what kind of number, because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I can DM you if you're really curious. You did say you were on track for 90K, so I don't know if that's it, but that's cool, right? Gala says, no need, I have the answer I gave, and I'm sticking with it, which was 12 billion! Yeah. Dude, in 10 years of doing Nano, I have not managed to yet break 1 million words. I will this camp, I think. So, Eli says, looks at the document I opened. Yeah, but opens up another document. Oh, fuck, get on with it. That's what you want to hear from me. I'm gonna be tough love mom. Get on with it! Pick something, do it. I have to rate this scene I didn't want to rate. You can rate too. Let's do it. Okay. To be honest, Chris could probably get 12 million. They work hard. Nope. I'm pretty sure they can't. Not in one Nano thing. Oh, reaching 90 total was for the past, or 90K total was for the past week. Okay. Eli says, I already pushed past the deadline, or pushed back the deadline in Guardian. Maybe I should actually finish it, eh? Yeah, maybe you should. I see you have adopted the Canadian A. Good for you. Okay, let's see here. Curses. Okay, so we're going to get into a fight with a pirate ship. Why are the pirate ships here? Oh, the pirate ships are trying to... See, I love Rowan's description. Rowan's like, it's officially spring here in northern BC. Slipped out of my top while hauling snow into barrels to melt for water and left the front door open all day. Yeah, we left our front door open all day yesterday too, and it's getting warm in this room. I'm gonna have to change out of my like fuzzy PJs into my like cotton PJs. Realm says, I admire your ability to make such a goal and reach it. So do I. It's great. Okay, so what's relevant information here? First of all, who is being a pirate and why? Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Stretch says, damn, couldn't leave the front door open where I am. I keep it locked at all times. Where I live is a lot less secure. Fair enough. Rowan and I both live in rural areas. She lives in much more rural than me. Mine is sort of like on the verge of rural and suburb. Not quite suburb, but the suburbs are creeping really close. Still technically rural. I live in a town with a lot of inner city type problems. Yeah, we have that too in town where I am, right? But which I've lived in, but not out here usually. Yeah, Rowan says nearest neighbor is a mile across country with a swamp between us. Yep, it's pretty rural. I like it. Why I call it Moss Isley. It can be a little rough. Where do you live, Stretch? You don't have to tell us, but I'm curious. Ooh. Sorry. Wow, Sonny, that's no good. Gave myself enough of a bad shock that Mom is currently making the bacon. Yikes! And my anxiety is at level 15 out of 10, so I'm going to sit here and breathe. I have had a bad shock. I understand exactly what you're talking about. Part of that is actually the effects of the electricity, right? Yeah. Yeah, ground and calm for bloody sure. Are you okay? I hope you didn't get burnt or anything. That's scary as shit. Who are the pirates? Why are they here? What do they want? Yeah, Stretch would totally get it, Rowan. Yeah, all pirates want loot. But okay, here's the thing, okay? Maybe this is a stupid idea in the first place. This is a Lathan space, right? The Fomorian Empire is very adamant about preventing other starfaring civilizations from A, knowing where it is, if possible, and B, getting into it, right? They even do things like they have mercenaries that they hire to do trade with outside people like the Illyri, for example, to bring in goods and import them that they want. They're very isolationist, right? So who's pirating whom, right? Am I going to have mercenaries pirating clan orcs? Because that would be a good way to get, like, you know, slammed. Enterprising goblins, maybe? I suppose that's possible. Or somebody random that, you know, we haven't seen a lot of yet, that maybe we're here and they can't stop from being here, but they don't talk to anybody else anyway, like Cthulhans or Shoggothi. That could be, I suppose. But then do they want loot, and why? They'd probably be more interested in slaves, right? Ooh, yikes. Oh, okay. Alright, Sunny says, I don't do well with loud noises, and my plate was on the wrong burner and broke. Luckily, it was a very thick one, so all it did was break and not shatter everywhere but the sound. I hear ya. Okay, that's a bit different than what I initially thought. Still scary. Could have been hurt. I'm glad you weren't. That's great. Sunny now wants to write pirates that their version of treasure is as varied as a dragon's version. Yeah, someone too stupid to know better. Slaves are a form of loot. That's a good point. I suppose I could have interclan politics being a thing too. Somebody put up to it by one of their rivals. Because that's one of the weaknesses of the Fomorian Empire. They seem pretty monolithic to everybody else, but internally they have all kinds of politics, right? It's Game of Thrones, right? So, you like that one? Okay. I could go with that. And that's the sprint. I'm not going to count that as anything myself, because I basically had a brainstorming session. Paid minions? People they didn't catch at it either. Yeah, I've already said they basically do that kind of thing, so that would ratchet up the clan rivalry tension, and if I wasn't firm about who it was, then there would be an aura of mystery too. That's okay. Thanks, Rowan. I appreciate you helping me work through that. That's great. Awesome. Masadi's puts in 103 words for the Warren. Thank you. Stretch says, I should have a few questions for Aaron tomorrow or his old GM stream. Ah, yeah, hired through a third party and then they have no idea. That makes sense. So even when they question them, they can't tell them. Cool. Aaron will be here. He will actually, you know, he wants questions, so let's have it. I suppose I should announce tomorrow, right following Aaron's Ask an Old GM stream, I am going to be appearing with my co-host, Alan Bailey, or rather, I don't know, I'm his co-host, whatever, right? We're co-hosts, right? On a panel at Flights of Foundry, which is an online conference. Go to flightsoffoundry.com and check it out. All you have to do is register. It's totally free. It's online. It's available to everyone. They even have accessibility services, right? We're going to be on doing a live episode of If This Goes On, Don't Panic, and we're going to be interviewing, and I'm working on getting his name right, but he's Nigerian, right? So, he is the co-editor of the Dominion anthology. There he is. Akpeki Ogenechove Donald, right, is his name. And he is the co-editor of the Dominion anthology. It's an Afrofuturist anthology, and his story in the anthology, a novella, is a Nebula nominee. So I'm very excited about it. I just got to practice saying his name. It's one of the things I have planned for tonight. I've got a YouTube video of him doing reading. He introduces himself. I'm going to practice saying his name right so I don't fuck it up. But definitely come check it out. It'll be fun. There's all kinds of other things going on the Flights of Foundry conference, especially if you're a writer or you're into science fiction and fantasy. You should definitely be interested. There's a lot to sift with people. Kat Rambo is going to be there. She's going to be doing writing workshops, exercises, and stuff like that. And there's going to be stuff in there from editors of major science fiction magazines, and we're really honored to be invited. It's going to be great. Yeah, Rowan says, no problem, I'm always good for a round of idea bouts. I miss it, I gotta tell you. Stretch says, also, this character sheet to post up for tomorrow. That's cool. Alright, we have about 20 minutes left of the stream. Who are we going to raid? Eli's up next. Stretch says to Siobhan, I think I'll be missing your streams now. You start at 6 a.m. my time. Eli says, nothing to report yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to shoehorn in the dog. I might need to completely rewrite the chapter. That's the back to work growl from the Dragon of Productivity, demanding sacrifices of words. Rowan says, you can always pester me as needed and we can hit a voice chat somewhere. I'm off and about. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, hon. Yeah, that would be handy. Eli is going up in a few minutes, so we will be rating Eli. Being as we have about 20 more minutes for the stream, this is going to be the last sprint, gang. I kind of need to get my crap together today, so I have a lot of off-camera stuff that I have to do to get ready for tomorrow, so I'm not going to hang around late today. Okay, and I need to go close the windows because my allergies are just driving me insane. Alright. Probably trees sexually assaulting me. Exactly what is going on. The trees are sexually assaulting me. They're pollen in my face. Tree jizz in my face. Yeah. There's a clippable moment, right? Okay. Seems not a place for pirates to hide. Said whatever the fuck Rathgar's little brother's name was, which I don't remember right now. Sunny agrees that she is being attacked by palm pollen and small itty-bitty bush flowers, so she feels me. Stretch is like, that's certainly an interesting way to put it. Well, that's what it is. Rowan is not wrong. I feel like someone's watching too much Evil Dead. I haven't seen Evil Dead in a while, but It's hilarious. I love those movies so much. They're so funny. I have a story about Evil Dead 2, actually. My parents rented it from the video store, and they're like, I don't know if this is appropriate for you to watch. And I'm like, you know, so I stubborned out, because I do, right? And then I was watching it, and then the whole scene happened where, you know, Ash was jumping on the head of the, you know, crone zombie chick, whatever, right? And her eye flew out of her head because of the crush of the head of the trap door to the basement on her head, and her eye flew out and went right down the throat of the stupid girl who was screaming endlessly, right? And she choked. I just laughed my head off. I was like, oh my god. And from that moment I was a convert, right? I will let you know that I was 10 years old, or maybe 11 when I saw that, and yeah, but I already hated the stupid screaming girl. I was like, will you just shut up and do something, you know? That's beautiful. It was. Go see that scene. Freaking hilarious. Just amazing. Yeah, I'm sure you've probably seen it, actually, Gala. Yeah. That and Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite horror movie. I still haven't seen it. Yeah. Seems another place for pirates to hide, said... whatever Rathgar's younger brother's name was. This is why I need to get everything on World Anvil. Dubiously. I mean, my littlest brother was laughing his ass off at a decapitation scene one time. We see, Evil Dead, the first movie, was unintentionally funny, but it started to develop a cult following because it was funny. So they went for it in the second movie, and people loved it, so they just went all out for Army of Darkness, and now, yeah. Now we know, right? Esong and I should still do our, you know, cult classic movie watch party streams. That would be pretty bitchin'. Whatever Rathgar's younger brother's name was, dubiously. Okay. Squinting into the dark asteroids of God knows teeth. Realm says, we tried to cover his eyes, and he moved my hands away to see what was going on, and yeah, he laughed good. Well, at least you know it didn't traumatize him, right, Dad? Yeah. The head rolled, and he did too. Well, lots of little kids like, you know, ridiculous gore that isn't really like actual gore. And let's face it, horror movies are ridiculous gore, you know? They think it's funny like squishing worms and stuff, you know. Maybe it is. My non-binary spawn had a thing for, uh, um, like, yes, I call them all the spawn, by the way, but yeah. So, they had a real interest in, creepypastas, right? So, and they were like 9, so, yeah. We all go through that. All right, Sunny turned in 431 words for the molluskins. Good job. And that is the end of the sprint. So that is where we are probably going to put up the stream for the day. This is your last chance to turn in your word counts. I'm going to call that raw writing myself. I'm already keeping myself as an editor, so this whole section will have to be done that way. I think it said 174, didn't it? PC started at 4:30. Call it, and then 4:45. Yep, I got it. Done at 8 p.m. All right, 872 words for the Badgers from Walking Dead Lover. Good work. Blowing my mind. It's great. I've rolled over my cord again. All right, anybody else for word counts before we go and raid Eli? And is Eli up? Yeah, Eli is up. Just a reminder, if you're looking for quiet sprint lobbies or relaxing sprint lobbies, Pride Ascending is still up. And so is the Closet Forge. 0 words are at its good words today. If you're looking for, can find them at All right, am I back? You know, I opened up my tax manager here and I have like 1,700 incidences of Twitch Studio, and I'm afraid of shutting down any of them because it may shut down the whole fucking stream. I would like to know why the hell it is doing that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Why don't I can't even count it. Just a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've got about 30 incidences of Twitch Studio here, each taking like 0.5 and 0.4 CPU. I only started up this program once. I have no idea why it's doing that. So it is some error in Twitch Studio, obviously. Yeah, well, what the fuck is it doing? Yeah, each incidence will be doing a different job. What is it doing? Right? I've got like 92% CPU usage now, and it's all Twitch Studio. I think that might decide me to go to OBS. I can't keep functioning like this. I'm going to complain about this. All right, in the meantime, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm sorry.